When did you realize that some people truly deserve a special place in hell? When my 8-year-old son's teacher told me he was disrupting class by crying about his dead mom. I'm a single dad. My wife Elena died in a car accident 2 years ago, and my son Leo still has rough days. His teacher, Mrs. Barnes, called me at work saying Leo needed to be picked up for emotional outbursts. I rushed to school to find Leo sitting alone in the hallway, tears streaming down his face. Mrs. Barnes pulled me aside and said, "He needs to get over this already. Other kids don't want to hear about his dead mother every day." I was stunned. Leo had mentioned missing his mom during circle time, and she told him to save it for therapy, not school time. She continued, "Look, it's been 2 years. He's using this as an excuse to get attention and disrupt my classroom. The other children are getting uncomfortable." The next week, things got worse. Leo came home saying Mrs. Barnes made him sit in the corner whenever he looked sad. She told the class that Leo uses his mom as an excuse for everything, and they shouldn't feel sorry for him anymore. When Leo drew a picture of our family with his mom as an angel, she threw it away and told him to draw something happy for once. She started giving him extra homework as punishment for mood disruptions. I scheduled a meeting with Principal Avery, but Mrs. Barnes got there first. She claimed Leo was manipulating everyone with his sob story, and that I was enabling his attention-seeking behavior by not teaching him proper coping mechanisms. Principal Avery nodded along, saying the school needed to maintain a positive learning environment, and suggested Leo might need professional help to move past this phase. That's when I started recording our conversations. During the next meeting, she said on tape, "Some kids need to learn that life isn't fair. His mother chose to drive in bad weather. Actions have consequences, and now he needs to deal with reality. Here's what made my blood boil. My wife didn't choose anything. She was killed by a drunk driver while picking up Leo's birthday cake." Mrs. Barnes knew this from his school records, but she continued, "These kids today are so coddled. In my day, children who lost parents didn't get special treatment. They learned resilience. Leo's becoming weak because everyone keeps babying him." I sent that recording to the school board. Within 48 hours, I got calls from the superintendent and board members. Turns out, Mrs. Barnes had a history. 3 other parents had filed complaints about her cruel treatment of kids with family trauma, but Principal Avery had buried every complaint to avoid paperwork. One parent said she told their daughter to stop being dramatic about old people dying after losing her grandmother. Another reported she mocked a boy whose parents were divorcing, calling him another broken home statistic. The investigation revealed Mrs. Barnes had been targeting vulnerable children for years. She'd called kids with learning disabilities lazy, made fun of students with anxiety, and consistently punished children for showing emotional needs. Principal Avery had ignored every red flag because Mrs. Barnes's test scores were high, and she never had discipline problems. Turns out kids don't misbehave when they're terrified of their teacher. The school board held an emergency meeting. Parents lined up to testify about Mrs. Barnes's psychological abuse. One mother broke down describing how her son started having panic attacks before school. Mrs. Barnes got fired immediately. Principal Avery got transferred to a desk job. The school brought in grief counselors and implemented new policies for supporting children through trauma. Leo's in Mrs. Bennett's class now. She keeps a photo of Elena on her desk and tells Leo his mom would be proud of his artwork. When he has sad days, she gives him space to feel instead of punishment. Last week, Leo told me Mrs. Bennett said missing someone you love means you have a big heart, not a broken one. Some people become teachers to help children grow. Others just want power over people who can't fight back.